Tony Daniel II. Moat Smith's offense uses physical contesting catch guys on the outside. DJ is not a fit. He uses a vertical threat separator in the slot, which brings me to Malachi Corley or Roman Wilson in the draft.
Okay. I mean, we'll see. I think when you have a route runner like Diontae Johnson, he fits in every offense personally, man. But I do understand what you said. And I will check out the man, too. Malachi Corley and Roman Wilson.
I don't think
it's like we talk
Arthur
about a
Smith
route
is
runner, bro.
making definitive personnel moves with the Titans. Now, Falcons, that could be a little bit of a different story.
Mm-hmm.
But they had Calvin Ridley when he was there.
I thought he got suspended, though.
Well, right.
I
Remember his story? He sat out because of like mental health. He was having a good year.
And then he got suspended after that. So that's what I'm like, I don't know how much of that he got with Arthur Smith. I thought Arthur had the Kyle Pitts, Drake London.
He did. No, I think Calvin Ridley was on that team, though. The one with Matt Ryan.
I thought he was sitting during.
He played a few games and he was doing good, and then it was like probably the first month of that season.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
like,
not like
he's had that much time with him.
Yeah, it's not like Smith benched him.
Oh, I see.
And said like you're too small of a receiver. You're not my style receiver. Let me bench you. No, Ridley's a talented guy.
I see exactly what you're saying. Yeah, we saying the same.
Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I think he'll make the most of the talent that's on the roster.
Yeah, and I do agree. I'm in terms of whether we're talking Tennessee's personal and then specifically.
Now maybe who he's thinking about a slot guy. Maybe he does eye a certain guy,
specific guy. Like
right.
Very true. Very true.
But I don't think he's just gonna like bench Diontae and say we can't use you. Like I need a Mike Evans in here alongside Pickens.
And I'm like, once again, when we're just talking about the style of quarterback, also, we say, man, if your coordinator can't adjust to the personnel he's dealing with, then that also is going to be part of the issue, right? So I do feel like we don't want it to just be, can he just throw it up downfield and hope for the best? It's like, you still want to have a guy that can create the separation that Diontae does create, man. So that's the only thing. But I like your energy, though. I like it. Today's episode is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. You know, the top-rated sports booking app in all of North America. I mean, it's safe, secure, and of course, it is reliable. And even though we are getting to the final game of the NFL season, we do know that you got action because you got the big game this weekend. And who doesn't want to have a little fun, potentially making some money in the big game while you're watching it, right? So, beautiful way to do that is like this, man. When you download that Sportsbook app, you're going to need to make that first deposit, minimum $5. But if you use the promo code MOATS, M-O-A-T, you will receive up to $200 in free draft deposit bonus money. I was about to mess that all up. But more importantly, we understand that sometimes you can struggle. Sometimes you might have a gambling problem. You might even need crisis counseling or even referral services. Well, if you live in New York, you see it's a beautiful number right there that you could text. But you know, for everybody else, the number to dial is 1-800-GAMBLER. I said a 1-800-GAMBLER.